Hello, I'd like to just go over our distance learning option today. I know I mentioned it in our first video, but this will be a more in-depth just overview of what that option looks like. So the last slide that we have on our leveled health system talks about this, but I just want to run through it with you in case you guys have questions. Our board adopted this program, and that included the offering of a distance option on 7/30/2020, and it's under board policy 1906 and 1908. Students receiving instruction are committing, this is important, parents, that this is an entire year commitment, and that's for budgetary reasons and then our staffing reasons. We have to make sure we have enough staff to cover the students. The other reason is that we want to design a program that takes a student from, let's say the beginning of 6th grade and can get them to the closest part we can at the end of 6th grade going on to 7th grade. If we have students opting in and out and in and out, we're going to create gaps and holes in education. So we want to make sure that we can do the best that we can with those students that we're distance learning. So it's a year-long program. It is open enrollment today, August 4th, until August 14th. So that's very important. Parents need to be able to understand that the contracts, and I'll show you where those are at, need to be signed and turned in before 3 p.m. on August 14th. Any new students coming in, we'll talk about that. I can talk about it right now. Any new students coming in after the 14th, if we have brand new students entering our school that have never been here, that'll be subject to availability within the program. Okay. All students will receive instructions from a licensed teacher. I do not know, that's why we're waiting for numbers to be coming in. We do not have the actual teachers per se for grade level set up right yet, so I cannot tell you for K-5. Mrs. Tolton will be teaching our 6th through 8th grade students distance learning. So, but you'll have to wait, or any of our K-5 students will have to wait further information on who their teachers would be once we have all those numbers in. Instruction for students will follow district-approved programs in reading, math, science, social studies. Those will be our cores that we will really be focusing on during that distance learning opportunity. Students will have scheduled opportunities weekly to meet with their teacher via remote sessions. We're asking teachers to meet multiple times a week through Google Meets, Hangouts, those types of things, to touch base with students weekly. And that could be individually, it could be in groups. We'll have times set aside where those students can contact teachers by phone if they have questions as well, and parents can contact teachers at that time also. Let's see. Students will receive instruction, assignment, feedback, and grades from that designated teacher for the entire school year. So, for instance, Mrs. Tolton's doing 6th through 8th. All of those students will have Mrs. Tolton for the entire year, and they will turn in assignments to her, receive grades, receive report cards from her. If at some point Elysian has to go to a partial week, or if we have to actually go to a distance learning model, those students still stay with Mrs. Tolton for the year, because that could fluctuate. We could close and then back open, and we don't want to be pushing kids back and forth. So if you enroll in the program, it's for the entire year, regardless of where we fluctuate through. Guardians and students need to sign 1908F, and I'll show you that in just a second. It is our contract for opting out of on-site instruction. And again, it's the 4th through the 14th. All completed forms must be turned into this office or sent to Mr. Truscott. I have his email right down here. It's ryantruscott@elysianschool.org. Let me go to that where you can find that. So if you guys just go to our website, and if you go under Parents tab and scroll down to Files and Downloads, click that. And then if you scroll down to Registration Forms, it's the first one on there, 1908F Family On-Site Instruction Opt-Out Form. So if you click that, you can download it, you can fill it out. Here's what it looks like. We need both parent, student signatures, and those need to be turned into the office, or you can download them and send them to Mr. Truscott via email. Okay? All right. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact the office with that. Just make sure that we get those forms in by the 14th so we can plan accordingly. Thank you.